Okay, so here we are. We're at this index for the top level directory of the server, which I know seems a bit strange. But I just wanted to show you that you can open up a blank page, and this is the way you can start fresh on any new world that you want to create. And what you basically want to do, first of all, is say, okay, I want to save this to my own home directory in a way that I'm going to be able to get at it. So I'll say I'm going to my menu here and I'm going to say, even though it's just a blank page that's at the top level of the server, I'm going to say save world as, and then it's going to allow me to type something in. So I actually can put, oh, sorry, I think I just made a bit of a mistake there, but I actually can type in users and the name of my directory, and I can say I want to save this as my new world.html and say okay. And if I do that, it'll say, okay, do I want to go visit there now? And I'll say yes. And here I am in my new world. And I know that when I say save the world, it's going to save this to my own users subdirectory, and that'll work well for me, I hope. I want to be able to also go in here, and if I get the menu again, I can say, well, I want to take a trip over to the parts bin, and there's lots of stuff for you guys to look at here. But I'll go specifically to the Computer Science 130 one that isn't too populated yet. I'm going to grab this grade calculator, which really, there's work to be done on this thing, I can tell you. But basically, this is how I can stick this on a new world, and I can certainly say, well, now I want to make sure that I just save the world. And now I can start to edit and play with this calculator. So for example, if I come in and I take a look at the code here, I can certainly see that it's got the two different functions like we looked at in class. It's got labs and projects and a final mark, but it doesn't have any of the midterms in there. And there's lots of different ways you can do this. And again, thanks to the very kind person who was helping us read through this and said, okay, there you are getting your value from the input box for the labs, and the same thing for the projects, and then doing the call to calculate up here. This is the function calculate. It's not a very good function. It really doesn't do very much. It just adds these two numbers together and returns them, but still that ends up in the output box. And you can take a look at these things and be able to say, okay, I'm going to look at this box here, and I can see it's called lab mark. And that's exactly what this says. It says, grab this thing called lab mark. And then I know it's kind of mumbo jumbo, but it basically says grab the number that's in there, and it does have maybe a decimal point. This one doesn't, but and stick it in this variable called labs, and the same thing for projects, and then the same thing for the output. And we just want to modify this to be able to work as a better grade calculator for you guys. Okay, so that's how you can grab it, put it on a page, save it, and start to edit it. So have fun with that. Make sure, hit us with questions.